speaking to Jamie Elson ahead of another weekend in the National League. Jamie, last Sunday you went up to Sheffield, didn't get the result. It was your shortest bench of the season. What did you make of the performance from the team?
It's just the same story a little bit. Unfortunately, we just didn't get started. Building was quiet, wasn't much atmosphere, and warm up was a little bit lackluster both sides of the ice. And start slow and get ourselves behind. Same story. And then the last 20, the same as Saturday night here against MK. We have a good talk in the room and we change a few things tactically. And we get going with 20 minutes to go. We have a really strong third period and kind of dominate. That they got a good goalie then. He made a couple of big stops, but we win the period 2-0 still. But it's too little, too late. You can't get 5-6 goals behind before you start playing, and so that was a bit disappointing. And much the same Saturday night. I think the people who are in the building here saw how we played the last 20 minutes. We came out and played hard, but it's just frustrating that I've got to go in the room and really challenge the guys and demand a bit of pride and passion, and then we come out and play like we do because we show that we've got it in the tank in spells. But we have to find a way that from the first puck drop, that's how we play.
As said, you were short benched on Sunday. Is there any update on some of the guys that are missing? That Sam Smith's obviously been out for a while. Bailey had the game penalty for she was suspended. Any update on those guys?
Yeah, it's just this point of the year after Christmas, you generally start getting some injuries and things start catching up with you. So yeah, unfortunately, over the last week, a few things have been catching up. Sam's just been out the lineup for 2 weeks with a concussion, close to return. So he's been feeling better this week, been in practice. So all things being good, touch wood, hopefully we'll see him back in the lineup this weekend, and that'll be a positive. Neil Lydiard's been playing with a pretty beat up hand, playing through the kind of pain barrier, so it hasn't been in practice much. Kind of limited to how much he can do, but I mean, he's a warrior. He's an old school guy, so doesn't want to miss games, but certainly not playing at 100%. And then Bailey obviously is ejected from the game Saturday. That comes with an automatic 1-game suspension plus a review. So had to sit Sunday night, and unfortunately, as of yet, we're still waiting for the update on whether it'll be one or whether it'll be more. So we'll have an idea here before we roll into Saturday night's game. But a few other guys playing a little bit beat up and sick and different things. But I think most teams are this time of year.
Looking ahead to this weekend, it's Bees at home on Saturday. A team that you've had a couple of good performances against. Namely, that 6-0 win in Slough. Well, of course, you're looking for a repeat performance like that, but where do you see that coming from with the way the team have been playing recently?
Yeah, I mean, getting some guys back in the lineup and some guys a little bit healthier will be a start. But we have to find a way to play 60 minutes, and that's my job as a coach. And I appreciate I've got to find a way to push buttons and motivate and get the guys going. But as a group, the guys are hurting about the streak we're on. We all are. There's a lot of pride, individually and about playing for Bristol. But we're hurting ourselves in terms of our compete level. Pretty much every team in the league still got something to play for. There's nobody easing up at this point. So there's no easy nights. There's no nights we can just roll in against a team and expect an easier encounter. We have to push it. And certainly in this building Saturday night, I don't get why, guys can't find a way to get emotionally engaged and start, because, Saturday night in this building, full house, it's a great building to play in front. It's a loud crowd. When we are playing like we were the last period here at Saturday night last weekend against MK, we give the fans something to get off the seats and shout and cheer about, and it's fun. So we have to generate our own energy here. We have to. The guys know the structure. They can know how to play, and they know how we need to play to be successful. We've had enough spells where when we are bought in and we're going, that we can see, how it influences the game and how we play. So unfortunately, it's nothing new other than just hard work right now. We're in practice and we're still not going to back down and let the season peter out. But we're running out of time to make something happen here. So my challenge to the guys is find a way to bring their best from the first puck drop here.
And does that mean perhaps you'll lean on guys that seemingly that do play 60 minutes and then consistently perform in players like Shawn Morris, who come on leaps and bounds this year? Another 2 goals for him on the weekend. How important has he been in this poor run of form to keep it looking a bit rosier for the team?
Yeah, I mean, 100%. We will lean on the guys who are playing, and and we'll do that even more so down the stretch if we have to trim the lineup right down, because we do have some guys really playing well right now. Adam Harding, Shawn Morris, Juha Lindgren as a line have been excellent lately. You know, I use Juha as an example. Like, you know, we lose a 10-3 and a 6-3 game last weekend, and you know, Juha comes out as a +1 on our plus-minus rating, which is, you know, a rating system for how many goals you're on the ice, for how many goals against. And, you know, over a weekend where, you know, we concede a lot, he's still a plus. And that's a big statement for a young Brit, you know, and that's a testament to how he's playing the game right now. You know, he's playing hard. He buys into the structure and the systems. His hockey IQ is great. You know, he's confident right now. And, you know, I made a mistake Saturday of splitting those guys up and putting Mo on a different line to start the night. You know, and we went back to those guys on Sunday, because those guys as a three have been, you know, our best three guy forwards the last 2 months. And it's nice to have that line you can really lean on. So we've got to find a way to get two other lines right now, kind of with some chemistry and something that's really going. But yeah, you know, guys like Mo and Juha and Hards, you know, want them on the ice as much as we can while they're playing how they are right now. They're a credit to themselves right now.
And Sunday, it's a trip to Telford. Obviously, you've played them 3 times now this year, and it seems to have followed a similar pattern with Brad Day being their best player. Obviously, Luca, of course, scored the hat-trick here last time out. Is it a case of trying to beat Day and stop Luca?
A little bit, yeah. I mean, that's not to take anything away from their lineup. They got some really good hockey players there. They got some really good experienced guys. But, you know, Luca's an import who's a legitimate goal threat. You know, it's got one of, if not the best shot in the league. You know, if you give that guy 2-3 looks, he's going to get 2-3 goals. And that's how we felt the game here a couple of weekends ago. You know, we knew he's a big threat. And I thought, on the whole, we did a fairly good job over 60 of closing him down. But we gave him 2-3 looks, and the guy scores a hat-trick. And that's the class. So, you know, we have to be better at that. And Brad Day, to be fair, in the games against us, has stood on his head. And, you know, he's a goalie in this level who can be a game winner. He's played elite league hockey and done well at that level. So yeah, when he's on, like, he's as good as anyone in this league. And unfortunately, the nights we've played him so far this year, he's been on. But we've got to find a way to, you know, battle through that and make his job tougher.
Right, cheers, Jamie.
Thanks.